Our final scene comes just before the Passover meal. I can't take this anymore. Come on, Jesus. What do I have to do to get you to be the king you're supposed to be? When will you stop being such a disappointing Messiah? We were so close. A couple days ago, we went back to the temple, and this time I did see the fire in Jesus' eyes that I've been waiting for. But instead of declaring himself king, he starts turning over tables, letting animals out. He stops letting people sacrifice right before Passover. You can't do that, Jesus. We need to do those sacrifices properly to make sure God is with us in our fight. Instead, Jesus seems more upset that certain people aren't being included in worship. I don't need this to be a house of prayer for all the nations. We're supposed to dominate all the nations. It was dramatic, and it definitely ticked off some religious people, but this isn't what we need. And from there, it's just talk, talk, talk. More arguments that I usually don't understand. I do remember him saying something about needing to give to Caesar what's Caesar's. And I'll gladly give Caesar the sword in his gut that I think he deserves. But I think Jesus was saying we still need to pay taxes to him. Seriously? And after that, he talks about the temple being destroyed. I mean, that would only happen if we lost. God can't let that happen to us. What's he talking about? And then there was tonight at dinner. I don't know why this was the last straw, but he let that woman waste perfume on him. I can't believe it. It's like he's making fun of me or something. Instead of being anointed in the temple as king like he should, he lets some random nobody anoint him at dinner. And get this, he says she's anointed him for burial. Messiahs don't die, Jesus. You don't suffer. You take away our suffering and shame by making those people suffer. I don't think Jesus wants to be the king that we need him to be. Do I have to force your hand? Do I have to bring a mob against you in the middle of the night? Will that finally get you to fight back? Will that make you fight for God? For us? If they come with swords and clubs, Jesus will finally let us fight for them. Maybe he doesn't want to start the fight, but I will. When it comes to the will of God, the ends justify the means. It's the only way for us to be saved. I'll do it. If that won't do it, nothing will. I trust in Jesus. I know he'll rise up. I know he can't really die if he's God's anointed one. I trust he'll do what needs to be done if I have to make it happen. He'll finally be the king that we need him to be and stop being the king of disappointment. He will. He has to. And if that doesn't work, at least I can get 30 pieces of silver out of the deal.